stranger. Still don't know my name.
Hi, Euphoria fans. Welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
In this video, we'll be discussing Euphoria. This is season 2, episode 4, called You Who Cannot See, Think of Those Who Can. If that's like a lyric from a song, let me know, because that was very difficult for me to say. Yeah. Let's begin with our love triangle. Well, there's two. Okay. We're going to start with Rue, Jules, Elliot. Okay, but first, they're really like, they've changed it up, like, tonally speaking even, but also visually this episode, or this season. Yes. So they have all these famous movies, love stories or whatever, and I saw Ghost, Titanic, Sleeping Beauty, Brokeback Mountain.
Yes.
That was kind of cute.
That was really cute. I loved how they did that.
Yes.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting because you know how they were saying that Rue's not a sexual being, and it was interesting that she kind of had to force, because those were her fantasies, right? Yeah. She had to force herself to imagine it, but through movies, because she doesn't know how to be real.
She's so numb emotionally and everything. So yeah, because she has to fake that orgasm, and the orgasm faking thing was really funny.
Okay, that was so bad.
It was,
I'm coming.
So obvious, yeah. And, you know, that makes Jules feel very insecure.
It was so bad.
It was just all bad.
That was so funny.
Cringy.
Yeah, totally.
Yes. But Rue is just so high. She's like, she could be going down on my ankle. No idea. So then Jules confides in Elliot because they have formed a really nice bond.
I love their bond.
Yeah.
Their friendship or whatever.
Friends with benefits, whatever. And then he's like, teaches her how to do oral sex. It's
on the hand.
Yeah.
I never thought that you could teach someone on the hand, but that makes sense because they could feel what you're trying to explain.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's a good tactic.
On this show, I see things that I've never seen before.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Like, not even just, like, on TV, like, ever.
In life.
Yes. But this kind of turns sexual, you can imagine, and then they make out.
Yes.
And then truth or dare ensues.
Yeah.
And, you know, how do you feel about the quote-unquote cheating that Jules is doing on Elliot, or on Rue with Elliot?
Well, for some reason, I'm not mad because Rue is being terrible.
She's cheating on Jules with drugs.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
She's being completely not honest with her. So, I don't know. I'm kind of okay with it. Plus, I really like Elliot.
I really like him, too. You know what made my stomach turn was when they go and steal the alcohol. I felt really bad for the store owner. Like, in that moment, I did not like them.
Why is that an all-time low for us? Of all the things on Euphoria.
Oh my gosh.
But I just didn't want them to get in trouble or like go to jail for stealing
But
booze.
also, like, I felt bad. They just stole from that the store guy, so I felt more bad for.
Too.
I know. So they go to get alcohol, obviously, and then Jules is drinking in the back, which then prompts Jules to question her, like, you're supposed to be sober. And then Rue says, in a high state, she says she cannot stand her.
Yeah, that was
Do you think that this is the pent-up anger coming out from leaving her at the train station? Just everything.
I mean, it could be, or Rue's just so gone that she can't even process who she is.
Rue is definitely
She's not
gone.
herself.
No.
Not the Rue we know.
No, because she just did that line in Elliot's bathroom, and then she's drinking, and then she goes, opens up the suitcase, and takes pills from the suitcase. She
is deep. What about how Elliot just poofed it away, though? He didn't even do it.
He didn't do it.
Like, something's happening there.
Something's happening. Yeah, but Elliot does end up telling Jules that Rue is so not sober because he knows that because he's been doing drugs with her. And then there is this crazy, artistic, beautiful, gut-wrenching montage of scenes. Rue steps out of her bedroom into this church, which I love gospel music.
That was so beautiful.
The gospel singer is Labyrinth. The singer that we hear throughout most of the soundtrack.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Beautiful voice. There's Jules and Elliot there, and obviously this is Rue's hallucination. And then she sees her dad, and they're embracing. And all I kept thinking was like, did she just die? Is she dead? Did she OD?
Well, it takes her to there mentally, right?
Yeah,
I think that's what
she's in her room, kind of dancing by her.
It's like
herself.
Almost like she wants to be dead, because that's kind of like partially what doing all that drugs is about, right? Like trying to take you to that place where her dad maybe is in her mind. But yeah.
Just numbs her. But yeah, but also because I saw the preview for next week where everybody's crying. So then I was like, did she OD again? Especially like Gia on the bed with her mom consoling her. So, because I know from being a hospice nurse that they say that when you die, you see, when you're on your way out transitioning, you see people that have died. So that's why I'm thinking her dad is there. Yeah, that's just what that made me think. Who knows?
Man.
Who knows with Rue? Rue knows.
Rue knows.
That was so cheesy.
She comes close to dying a lot, though.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she keeps doing it, because she sees her dad.
Oh. That's really sad.
Yeah.
Okay, let's change gears here. Okay, so Nate and Maddie, I don't know what to think of them, but I'm kind of sick of it. I'm over it. But also Maddie, for the first time talking about love and getting deep with him and even crying about, like, you've ruined me.
Yeah.
I think she was ruined before that to go out with Nate. Yeah. Someone like Nate, definitely was probably the issues that you grew up with, the childhood trauma. But it's true. How is she supposed to have like any kind of stable relationship now? Not just because of Nate, but she tells him that and talks about like, do you really love me or do you feel love from me?
All three of them, though, in this triangle, they're all messed up.
Yes, because
like I don't think they all believe that they love. Nate believes he loves both of them. I don't believe he's lying to either of them.
Yeah.
He's just he's very messed up.
Boy, is he messed up.
Right?
Now,
and then they both, I believe they really both believe they love Nate too.
Yeah. Well, Maddie's birthday party is like where things got really intense and crazy. Cassie was drinking like crazy.
Wow, was she?
A mess.
Okay, I've drank in my lifetime, but I've rarely chugged like a bottle of wine.
Oh. Yeah.
I rarely chugged anything.
Yeah.
But I was like, whoa, girl.
She wanted to be intoxicated because she has to see Madie and Nate be together and it's just too much for her to bear. The guilt, but also the jealousy. Yeah. Right? Because she kind of like stood her ground to Nate saying like, I'm crazier than her. And I'm starting to believe it.
Yes, I am too. I don't know who's scarier now because I thought Maddie was supposed to be the scarier one.
Yeah.
But now, no, not
after this charade that Cassie put on. Yeah. So then she gets in the hot tub, wasted, and then that whole scene with Maddie talking like Nate, like we're not together, and then he like abruptly says, "No, we're not back together," and she's like, "Well, I was gonna say we weren't, but you were like," and then like it actually reminded me of I think almost verbatim something I saw in high school. It's just right. That's how the
mentality of it was so like making a mountain out of a molehill, like of a tiny little inflection. Totally, and I'm sure I did stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was guilty
for sure.
Yep. Yeah. Everything's a
what
big
do you
deal.
mean by that?
Oh, it was perfect.
Yeah, it was
that
so
was
good.
A great representation about how like teenagers, maybe even young adults, fight. So and Nate's just like, geez, and then Kat's like, what, you think I can't speak for myself? And he's just like, whoa. And then let's just put the cherry on top. Cassie throws up in the hot tub.
That was beautiful.
That was gross. I like that Maddie started gagging. Yeah. I would have started gagging too. It's funny watching her mom, the drunk, take her out of the hot tub. All of it is so bad. But what's cool is that, why did it take this long, but better late than ever, for Kat to finally, like, say to Maddie, like, I can't stand Ethan.
Yeah.
I don't like Ethan. It's not his fault, right? I don't think it's his fault.
No.
It's just, that's not her type. That's not her.
It's not.
It's not what
she's
she
going
needs.
through a thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people go through a thing where you can become so used to a certain way of being treated or people that you have been with that when somebody's actually really nice to you, it's kind of weird. So, maybe she's not ready for it or he's not ready for it. Could be both, but I'm just saying, he seems like a nice guy to me.
He is nice.
Yeah, but, everyone deserves to be with somebody who likes them a lot, so.
Yeah, I agree. That's not, I feel like that writing was on the wall. We already knew that. Like, they're not going to last, right?
I liked that moment between Maddie and Kat, though.
Yeah.
So we saw a little, of the reason why Maddie is a sometimes decent person.
Sometimes decent person, yes. All right. The most disturbing part of this episode is just Cal. Yes. All things Cal. Okay. when Nate was like getting like the card ready for Maddie or whatever, and he's back there drinking with the bandage on his head and laughing. Everything is funny to him this whole last half of the episode, right? Gets in his old Jeep that he was in with Derek, right? That's the song's on. He's driving wasted. I don't know what it is about these guys that like to drive wasted.
This season with the drinking while driving.
And then they make you think something's going to happen because that's when Rue and Elliot and Jules were driving.
Yeah, I thought they were going to collide. I know. Which we know that would just be too coincidental to be in the show.
Yeah.
But still, you still fear it because they're driving at the same time, going in different directions. But there's been many other episodes where someone was drinking in the car too with Nate and Cassie. I'm like, why do you guys have to drink in the car?
I don't know.
It's really giving me such anxiety as they drive.
Because it builds it up. Yeah. They do a good job. And then, but it's funny because it's like we know they're not going to do the obvious, but you still think it. And it's like, why do we fall for it every time?
And Cal's like on the other side of the road. People are honking. He is going fast and chugging. There's a bandage. It's just comical too.
It was funny. It's not funny to drink and drive, but it's just like the way he was.
Yeah.
Just so not giving any F's anymore. Like he's like F it with everything. But he goes back to that bar that he went with Derek to, and so it's sad that he's like he's fantasizing about when they were together last, and that's really sad. But he's belligerent, and it just kind of like erases all that. So it's like as soon as I want to feel sorry for him, I'm like, you are detestable.
But when he's singing. And it cross-cuts with Cassie singing the same song.
By Sinead O'Connor.
It's so tragic, but they're like, I feel for them, but it's super pathetic at the same time. Do you know that Eric Dane is probably my top 2 fantasy boyfriends?
I get it. Is he? Is he still?
I don't know, but Euphoria just really took it away. Like from episode 1 of season 1.
Oh, yeah. The first introduction of him?
I was just like, no, McSteamy, what happened?
McSteamy, I know. Yeah. I think he's gorgeous. And I still think he's gorgeous, but this character really...
Good job, Euphoria. And Eric Dane.
Shows what a great actor he is, right?
Really, seriously.
This was a lot. He had a lot to do with this.
Oh, he sure did.
So he gets removed from the bar, which first he's sad about because he's like, no, I have to... Because they're like, you can never come back again. That made me sad, but then he just starts laughing again. It's just like, he's in La La Land. He comes home.
This was the best.
And he says a lot.
A lot.
Way too much. And it's kind of crazy how he's in the foyer peeing. With his penis out.
With his penis
count 10? I think we're on 10 now.
I feel like he gets 10 counts for that.
10 times 10.
That was, yeah.
And I asked her separately, did I ask you if that was his real penis?
Yes.
And you really believe
I think it has to be. Like, why would you put a fake penis on it? Just show it. Just show
for me,
because
I have a crush on you. No.
Yeah, normally it doesn't really do much for me, but I was just like, it's McSteamy's penis.
I hope for you.
You tell me it's fake, I'm not going to believe it.
Okay. I think it is a prosthetic penis, but for your sake, we're going to say, but no, you're right. It would be easier because he moves around a lot, so that thing might fall off. I'm just thinking of a Friends episode. With the putty for the penis? No.
I feel like in this day and age, you just gotta show it, Like, I don't think women don't go put on prosthetic breasts.
No.
You just need to show it.
The other guys, totally, you could tell they did too.
Yeah, it's because it was coming out of the zipper. There's a potential for it to be, like, just a fake, but I think it was real.
Okay.
I'm sure
what do you guys think?
We can probably find this out.
Is that Eric Dane's real penis or not? Oh my gosh. What have we... come to.
What a scene, though.
So his 2 boys are up here, he's in the foyer, and then his wife is up there, and they're looking down on him. And I was like, that's just kind of symbolic there.
I forgot about that older son.
Yeah.
But now mathematically it makes sense because, of when he, with Derek and learning that his girlfriend was pregnant.
When she got pregnant.
Yeah. I was like, who's that guy? I forgot about him.
Oh, yeah, you. He was like at that fair when they were selling their world famous chili, and then I feel like we haven't seen him since. But he says basically that this family ruined him, and he's a pervert, and he's gay, and he just doesn't care anymore. He's gonna say what he wants to say, but he says his biggest regret is Nate.
Why Nate? Because Nate turned out so messed up. But
that's what I think.
But it's not. I mean, there's not Nate's fault. It is Nate's fault, but it had a lot of environmental factors.
Yeah.
And I mean, what was really interesting about this whole scene? That I was kind of happy for Cal because he finally says his feelings, but at the expense of his family. I'm not happy about that part.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, everything that he's done that's bad, that doesn't go away, but, you know, where is he going to go now?
Well,
he just left.
He took a picture of the family.
That's weird.
And left. It was brutal. It was really brutal to watch, and I was just kind of like, what am I watching?
Was there another kid in that picture, too?
Thank you!
Who's
Aren't there
kid?
3 children?
Where's that guy? There's another boy, right?
Yes. There's totally another boy there.
Then we've never heard of him.
There's no way. Unless we totally missed something, but no.
There had to be a reason why that picture has a 3rd kid, and who is he?
Yes.
He's younger. Oh, well, I guess we don't know.
I don't know.
That was a weird timeless picture.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but no, he's gone. He's like, bye. Now that... it's a little unforgivable as well, because fine, you can get your point out in a drunk, awful, you know, rant, but wait, now you're like leaving after you said all this?
But with nothing. He's just a picture at his car.
Do you think he's going to kill himself?
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I'm thinking too. He's going to have a picture of his family and in his Jeep, and he's going to kill himself.
Penis hanging out.
Oh, maybe he'll keep the penis out while he drives. I don't know.
I mean, he's too drunk to put it away.
He probably doesn't realize it at this point. But yeah, so I think Cal, that might be the end of Cal, which is really a sad demise. Everything about the show is sad.
It's so sad.
Oh my gosh. And then, okay, just to sneak this last little part in, we didn't get to see enough of my beloved Fez, our beloved Fez.
Oh, yeah.
But the one thing we see is that guy comes back and says that Mouse's baby mama is asking questions. And then that kind of makes Fez think like, oh, here. Yeah. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
So now I'm afraid for Fez. Like, how are you going to get out of this one? I don't understand. How's Rue going to get out of taking the drugs from the suitcase for Laura or Lori?
I know.
Crazy girl. I don't know.
And then Lexi with her play, that's really confusing me too.
It's a little, it's throwing me off a little bit.
What are you going to do with all this info?
Yeah.
Is she going to get in trouble?
Yeah, and why did you tease a possible love connection between Lexi and Fez just for it to go away? But now... it's probably for the best that it went away.
I mean, for Lexi's sake, it should go away, but I feel like it'll come back.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't plant that little seed.
No, it was too much.
Without letting it grow. Well, I hope so. Anyway, this was a crazy episode of Euphoria. One of the craziest. But yes, I think Rue OD'd, and I think that Cal is going to kill himself. I don't know. You never know. All right. Let us know what you thought of this episode by commenting below, and maybe let us know if you think the penis was real or not. And then if you could like and subscribe while you're there, we'd appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Stranger.